Hello there, this is Philip Neidlinger, KA4KOE, with another episode of Electromagnetic Mischief. Well, the past few days I've been working on my power box. I had considered building a separate power box for this 100 amp hour Cyclenbatt lithium ferrous phosphate battery, but you know, it was hard finding a box that fits this, and I said, well, we'll do another solution. So what I did was to make it possible to feed power from this battery into the existing power box and use just this, a solar controller, to monitor and regulate charge to the battery from solar panels. So what we have here on the side is an A/B switch. Right now, the solar car charge controller and the solar panels are hooked up to this battery here. Now, what we have to do if we want to charge the internal batteries, first we turn this off. We don't want solar power going into the controller while it's not being charged. So when we flip over to the other switch, turn this on again, and now we're charging the two 20 amp hour Miadis from solar. Also on the load side, two Anderson power poles. Both of these are fused at 25 amps. The power from the lithiums is 25 amps fused. The Cyclenbatt has a 60 amp circuit breaker on top, just as a redundancy. This also is set up in software. Okay, we moved out to the driveway and show you the solar panels I use. These are 4 Greenpath 100 watt solar panels at 12 volts. These are totally impervious to moisture, extremes in heat, and vibrations, Milspec. These never went into full production. These are prototypes, and I've bought up some of these when I was able to. And these are all hooked up in parallel to the power box inside the house. Well, I'm always trying out new antennas, and I've had this one for a while, but I haven't really put it through its paces. It does have its place in the tactical radio backpack, or for the serious operator. This is an MPAS hybrid mini. It'll handle up to about 500 watt sideband. And on top of that is a Chameleon 25-foot whip. In an effort to make this a little more efficient, I have 2 elevated radials off of this. Each of these radials, this radial is 33 feet. A radio going in the back at right 180 degrees off of that is 65 feet. Now you've noticed this is not sitting on the ground. You got to get these elevated off the ground to minimize your losses. On the bottom is a N9SAB prototype choke Balun. He doesn't have this in wide production yet. He's still working on that. Bogen Manfrotto 30-year-old plus tripod still does its job for me. This is a CB mirror mount, 3/8 by 24. This is a 1-inch diameter thick wall tube, which I got off of Amazon, and that fits into the head of the Bogen tripod. You can loosen the screw here, and this comes right out. Very heavy-duty tripod. Like I said, I've had it forever. Now let's be frank. This antenna here works kind of acceptably on 40 meters. It's a severe compromise below that. It works very well on, say, 30 and above. But it is what it is. You're going to have at least 2 dB of loss in here for this loading, this matching 5-to-1 binocular Unan. And what you get in reply to that is a very good-looking SWR curve. So I wouldn't use this with anything less than a 100 watt radio just to try and make up for the losses. It is what it is. It's a tactical antenna made for quick deployment. There's a lot of compromises, but you can communicate with it. And in all cases, if you're able to erect a full-size wire antenna or equivalent, like an end-fed half wave, a dipole, an off-center fed dipole, anything else like that, they will outperform this handily. So that's the rundown. I'm off on Memorial Day. Figured I would get out the toys and test them out. I haven't had the solar panels out in a while. Probably last year's field day. So I've been making contacts on it. I'll probably keep it up a couple more days and then put it back in its bag and storage bag. So that's it for today's extra long episode of Electromagnetic Mischief. I hope you've enjoyed visiting with me. People that watch this channel seem to enjoy my technical spin on things because I am an electrical engineer, which hopefully means I'm less wrong on average than the typical person. I don't say I'm more likely to be right, I say I'm less likely to be wrong. So there you go. That's just me trying to be humble in my own funny way. Y'all take care. God bless. 73K4KOE. Talk to you later.